I'm throwing a low-key get-together for some suppliers and foodie friends to thank them for all the hard work and effort they put in day after day to deliver the chefs and cooks of Cape Town some of the best produce in the world. Around the dinner table tonight, we have my longtime meat suppliers Sam and Deirdre from Gogo's Deli, acclaimed chef Henry Vigor, and Cape Town's favorite forager Justin Williams, to name a few. I'm kicking off tonight's menu with glazed duck breast, pearl barley and celeriac, going into a main course of whole barbecued kingklip with fresh zesty pickles, finishing off with slow-baked custard, yogurt sorbet and crunchy honeycomb. Before I tackle my prep list for today, I'm gonna whip myself something up really fast and simple. The chef's ultimate power tool, the old blowtorch. Super simple. Just grab a tray. All I'm gonna do is take a beautiful piece of salmon, nice and fresh, nice and firm. Beautiful odor, smells of nothing but the sea. I don't want that skin, so I'm just gonna slide those fillets off. That can chill there for a couple of seconds. Some lentils. They're a great bulking item, soups, salads, anything like that. This is just some labneh yogurt that's very, very thick, basically. Some of this fiery harissa. Some beautiful fresh coriander goes into my lentils. Loads and loads of flavor. Now, lentils need a lot of salt. Go straight in. Nice amount of olive oil. Straight down. A little bit of olive oil into that labneh as well, just to help loosen it slightly. No need to season that labneh. The harissa is going to do that job for us. Salad garnish is ready. Bit of olive oil down on the salmon. Just roll it around in there. Just some salt on the salmon. Just give it a couple of kisses. Just need another couple more kisses with the fire. To ripple that harissa through the labneh. Good old chef's smear. Take our perfectly cooked salmon. Just break that open. For some added crunch. Some crispy fried kale. A little sheen of olive oil. This is a perfect celebration of some of my favorite ingredients and flavors. Crispy, crunchy, smooth. You got to give this recipe a try. I'm starting with my favorite part of the meal, the dessert. Got a couple of things on the go. Got my water bath heating up to 80 degrees Celsius. Gonna start a honeycomb over here. Some caster sugar, 325 grams. A little bit of water. 125 grams of liquid glucose. As you can see, I've made this recipe once or twice, so I can pretty much eyeball it. 80 grams of clear honey. Sugar thermometer. Now we're looking to get this to 155 degrees Celsius before we add that bicarb. Next up, I'm gonna make a classic creme brulee, but I'm gonna take away all that fear of overcooking it. The eggs are never gonna go above 80 degrees. We're gonna take the custard to 80 degrees in the thermo, then cook it for an hour at 80 degrees in the water bath. Perfectly set. Brulee mix, cream, milk, equal amounts. So just getting it a little bit warm before I add it to my egg yolks and sugar. Egg yolks straight in. Caster sugar. That'll come together. As soon as that caster sugar's melted and it's become nice and light and white and fluffy, we'll add that milk and cream in. Pop some vanilla essence into your milk and cream. Just gonna add that warm milk and cream into the eggs. Reached our magic temperature. Get ready for that bicarb. Just a little bit of salt on the honeycomb. Brulee mixture is ready. Let's pop that through a fine sieve. Don't worry if you think you've made too much. You can always just churn that into ice cream. There's no such thing as having leftover brulee mixture. Take your brulee mixture. Now it's just a matter of filling your jars, popping them into water bath, take them out, perfectly cooked. We're on 78 degrees there. It's absolutely fine. Now, I know it looks a bit like mad science. If you don't have the Thermomix, you don't have the water bath, it's absolutely fine. Just make a classic brulee mix, pop it in your oven, cook it low and slow until it has a nice firm jiggle. Moving on, celeriac. All we're gonna do here is a nice, fresh, zesty pickle, or a remoulade if you wanna call it. Celeriac's the root that celery grows out of. Very, very earthy, pretty ugly vegetable, but extremely tasty. Don't throw away the trimmings, they can go into a stock later. Grab the old trusty mandolin. We're just gonna give them a nice chiffonade. If you're feeling very chefy, just a fancy word for a very small matchstick. Nice bit of salt. Good old olive oil. Take a lemon, nice wedge, straight into our bag. That lemon's gonna ensure the celeriac stays nice and white. Just gonna pop that in the fridge. Bring out our beautiful pasture-reared ducks. Always keep your ducks uncling filmed in the fridge. You want that dry air to firm that fat up. Just makes it a lot easier to trim. All you want to do is trim off any bits of excess fat so we get a nice even shape. I'm going to make myself a beautiful spice blend to rub on these duck breasts. What I want to do to open up those spices. Let's give them a quick toast. Smoked paprika, our Chinese 5-spice. But just to amp it up, what I'm gonna do is take some coconut sugar, just pop that down. As those spices toast, they really come to life, really sort of hit you in the back of the throat. They only need about 30-35 seconds on a high heat. Lay them down. Now, I'm gonna vac pack mine so I can seal in all that flavor. But if you don't have a vac pack machine, just on a tray, in your fridge, same thing. All I've got left to do now is that main course mise en place, and then we're done. Next job, 2 big pans. Pop one on the heat, that's gonna be for our pickling liquid. Straight into there, nice amount of salt. Just some white wine vinegar. Nice amount of sugar as well. Cup of water. With the radishes, just grab them. Tear them straight off. Doesn't matter if you had a couple of leaves in there, it's absolutely fine. Beautiful heritage white carrots. Pop them straight down the middle. All I want in there are the tops of that fennel bulb. Just gonna let that pickling liquid come up to the boil, turn it off, leave that veg in there. It's only gonna get better and better the longer it sits in there. They're all gonna work perfectly well with that kingklip. Now you can definitely buy barbecue sauce, but when you make it yourself, you have a lot more control over how much heat you add, how much sugar you add. It's just a lot more pleasurable. A nice fine slice from the fennel bulb. White onion. Cloves of garlic, just chuck them straight in. Got some beautiful fresh rhubarb. This is gonna add a little bit of sweetness and quite a lot of tartness. Fresh chili. Go straight in. Got some grated carrots, some extra sweetness. Some tomato puree. And just some fresh chopped tomatoes. It needs some acidity, so just in with some white wine vinegar. Add some brown sugar. In goes some brown sauce. Good old tomato ketchup. Loads of sweetness in here. Pop the lid on. Only takes about another 9-10 minutes. Rich, tomatoey, salty, sweet. You can just imagine that kingklip on the open fire. Big bunch of thyme, load of barbecue sauce, just flames coming up, licking it all over the place. Last up, let me check my custards. Let's hope we have that beautiful firm jiggle we're looking for. That's a nice firm jiggle, that's exactly what we're looking for. My dessert's done, my prep's done, I'm out of here. Coco Safar is Cape Town's newest hotspot for all things coffee, pastry, and especially chocolate. It's not any old coffee shop, it hosts a botanical brewery, coffee lab, and a capsule emporium. I have not only come here for my daily caffeine fix, but also to pick up some beautiful handcrafted chocolates to serve at the end of tonight's dinner.
So this is quite an old technique of making coffee. It was invented in Germany. Very similar to a stovetop mocha pot in terms of the way that it actually works.
Yeah.
When that comes to the boil, it will actually pass through the siphon and sit in the top chamber
It's like
here.
distilling it.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're about
I don't think there's anything better than the smell of freshly brewing coffee. It's up there. It's up there with sizzling bacon.
That's it. Yeah.
Bacon and coffee, I think we're on par.
100%.
The chocolates they make here at Coco Safar are world class. Not only do they look amazing, but the flavor combinations are mind-blowing.
One sec.
The prize chocolates.
Yes.
Thank you, my darling. So we are here in the heart of Cape Town, Skinny Legs, a luxury cafe. Tonight I've got the opportunity to cook for a table of chefs, suppliers who have now become friends. It's the first Thursday of the month, so the streets of Cape Town are gonna be rammed with foodies, art lovers. First up on my list, we've got those duck breasts that we've marinated in the 5-spice, the brown sugar, all those herbs and spices. Now what we want to do is render that duck fat out so it gets nice and crispy skin. Straight onto the back burners. Together with that duck, a great flavor carrier. We've got our cooked pearl barley. We just want to amp that up a little bit. Nice amount of olive oil in there first up. Some salt, some lemon as well. It's also going to help cut through that fattiness. Flat leaf parsley goes in there. Some raw chives, give it that nice oniony hue. Chives straight in. A little mix around. Generous amounts of that flavored fat in there. Nice dark glaze on these duck breasts. Still nice and rare. Can't have barbecued fish without crispy, crispy roast potatoes. Parboiled them in some salted water, peeled the skins off, hit them with a nice amount of salt, touch more olive oil over the top into a raging hot oven. We want about 230, 240. Put them in, forget about them, at least 30, 45 minutes. Next up, I've got some local fresh kingklip on the bone, essential on the bone. I've got that barbecue sauce, a nice homemade basting brush. Remember, in this barbecue sauce, we've got the rhubarb, we've got the fennel, got all those crazy flavors. Get it inside that cavity as well. This is your opportunity to get nice and messy on it. The fish is gonna marinate for a little bit longer. Duck's ready, pearl barley's ready. All I need to do now is wait for my guests to arrive.
On the first Thursday of every month, Cape Townians spill out onto the streets and sidewalks to take in all that the city has to offer. From art to food to drinks, the city is abuzz until the early hours of the morning.
All I need to do for the starter, heat this duck up on the grill. Just some runny honey, gives it a nice glaze, extra little bit of sweetness. So all I want to do is heat these up, get a little bit more smokiness on them. Salmon Deirdre sat at the table, supplied me with the duck. The labneh comes from Luke. It's such a beautiful thing, bringing all these foodies together. While it's on the grill, just kiss it. A little bit of those resting juices. Just conjures up a little bit more smoke, a little bit more flavor. We've got that labneh, which is pretty much just like triple thick yogurt. Our celeriac. This is going to give us a nice bit of crunch. Goes really well with that duck. Be quite generous with the pearl barley. Now, all I got here is some reduced veal stock. What we don't want to lose is all the flavor in this tray. So take all the resting juices, yes, pop them into your veal stock. Makes a beautiful saucy glaze. Beautiful pink blushing duck, nice char on the outside, and then just generous amounts of this duck glaze. Final splitting of olive oil. This is all a massive thank you for all the effort and hard, long hours that you guys put into getting all the chefs in Cape Town the best ingredients that we can work with. And then, you know, some of us try and cook it, and some of us just eat it, which I think is the most important part. Starting on the bottom, you've got some labneh, some pearl barley with some herbs and some lemon. Then we have a glazed duck breast that Salmon Deirdre supplied. Enjoy, knock yourself out. While they're tucking into that starter, the fish is going to take about 15, 17 minutes to cook. Straight on. Beautiful aroma as soon as that fish hits the grill. We've got nice warm plates. Nice and cooling, nice and crunchy. We've got our beautiful pickles. All I've done, take them out that pickling liquid, chop them up a little bit finer. Fresh baby leaves, some beetroot cress, some pea shoots, some mustard now. Justin not only forages herbs and mushrooms, but is also a keen fermenter. What he's done for me is he's created some black garlic. It's super, super sweet. Just dots of it around. Justin, how's the black garlic so sweet nowadays?
You just gotta do it low and slow, the more time it gets to ferment.
So basically, you just gotta forget about it.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Nice one. This is lovely, by the way.
Thank you, Neil.
Perfect, fluffy, crispy roast potatoes. If you've got any of these left over, just serve them on the side. Nice little surprise. This dish is all about fresh, local products from start to finish. I know where the cabbage comes from, I know where the potatoes come from, I know where the fish comes from, I know where it's going. Next up, we have a barbecue kingklip. On the bottom, you've got a little fresh red cabbage slaw, some homemade pickles, some black garlic, and just some baby shoots as well, also grown locally. Enjoy. And some baked potatoes as well underneath, sorry.
The fish is absolutely delicious. The flavors are superb. Absolutely superb.
The last little sweet treats before we serve those beautiful handcrafted chocolates. The honeycomb, just broken it up, makes a perfect sprinkle for a dessert like this. We've got our beautifully semi-set custards. A yogurt sorbet here that I just turned in the Paco jet. Some honey. If you don't have a Paco jet, just a normal ice cream machine will work perfectly. Let's get these served before that yogurt sorbet starts to melt. Last up is a slow-baked custard with yogurt sorbet. Yogurt or yogurt, guys? You're probably yogurt, yeah? Yogurt, yogurt, yogurt. And fresh honeycomb.
Fantastic, thank you.
Pass around. We cook it in the water. Last little treat, guys. Some beautiful handmade bonbons, not by my fair hand, by someone else's. But it's, you know, it's not a bad thing buying the odd sort of sweet treat.
At the end of the day, it's good food for good people, and that's what it's all about.
It's friends and suppliers like these that make it really worth it. They are the real food heroes, and it's what makes being a private chef in this city the best job in the world.